You got it? Oh, I thought you were looking. Sorry. Right back here. And then Caius. Caius.
Hi, Coach.
You tried to tell me about that zone, huh? Tried to tell me about it, I appreciate that. Looks like we've never seen one. Okay, question.
Well, my question is going to be, what did you see from Phoenix's zone?
Saw a lot of unorganization on our part, that's what I saw. Look, at the end of the day, defenses are gonna be switching things up. I thought their zone was effective. We didn't handle it very well. I thought we held the ball a lot. We didn't get into gaps, stood a lot. So we just gotta up the activity. I'll try to put something a little bit simpler in there for us to run. But I think we just have to get used to defenses switching up. I think as long as Chelsea's, not out there, they're gonna put pressure on us to constantly make reads. That's what I would do. Mix up defenses, make us run different stuff, and they did that tonight.
Terrell Emerson, Talk That Talk Media. 2 questions if possible, Coach. Earlier this season, I'll take it back. Earlier tonight, rather, you were coaching, up coaching. Tyler was right behind you and it's right to the left of you. Chelsea was up as well. You talked over the last couple of seasons about how much of a benefit it is to have the mind of Chelsea Gray on the court. Obviously, you'd rather have her out there, but how much of a benefit is that to have that sitting in the coaching ranks with you right now?
It's like having another coach. I mean, she knows she has the green light to speak and communicate. A lot of times I'm watching something else and she can get them and have their ear more on the bench, where they can make some adjustments. But I mean, it's like having another coach. But we like the coach on the floor too. So, we'll make it work and we'll figure out. And really, it's a really great growth opportunity for the rest of the team. To step up in a different way, whether that's organizing us, making reads, figuring out very quickly, hey, they're in man or hey, they're in zone. So we'll take the win. Wasn't pretty, but just lets us know we got lots of room for improvement.
Coach, tonight was really special, 10,400 in attendance. Asia Wilson said she really appreciated that Tom Brady went into the locker room and spoke to the team. Can you share more on Tom making that effort and what it meant to you?
Obviously, we always think we have the best ownership group, starting with Mark, and I thought it would be cool to bring a sports figure in who's not only invested in us and our team, but also knows a few things about winning. He's won a little bit. So just let him have the floor a little bit, because he's somebody that, has sat where they sat and chasing history and trying to be the greatest. So those things don't just happen. You really have to be intentional about your work, about your approach, and be intentional about winning the moment. So we're certainly happy that he came and shared some of his knowledge and passion and really love for women's sports is what he talked about in there. So kind of cool moment. I think a couple of people's jaws hit the floor because I didn't tell them about it.
Coach over here, Cassandra Cousineau with LV Sports Biz. So obviously Chelsea's out. How long do you expect her to be out, and who are you looking to be the kind of the main point going forward? You had a couple of different combinations out there today.
Yeah, I didn't like that combination at the start of the second quarter, so we'll work on that a little bit. We're still working out the wrinkles a little bit. And like I said, no one person is going to fill those shoes. We have to do it collectively. It means the ball's in Jackie's hands more, it's in Kelsey's hands more, and it's just next person up. I got to find some more minutes for Megan, but when they went in that zone, I started calling stuff that I hadn't put in yet. So I had to play the vets that knew it, even though that looked like kind of crap too, is what it is. it better, but it's next man up. And everybody gotta do a little bit more. That's it.
2 more in the room, and then we'll go to Zoom. We got Gil in the back, and then we'll finish out.
Coach, Humberto, we're on Channel 8. 2 questions. You mentioned what you didn't like about your team. What did you like from your team tonight, and also your initial thoughts on the Rams?
I thought we did a decent job of defending without fouling. Obviously, it was a physical game, but we kept an attacking mentality. I like shooting a lot of free throws. I thought there was a lot of hits and grabs, and you go to the line and you benefit from that. There were some moments that I really liked. When the ball was popping, we were playing out of our defense. My favorite moments is when I don't have to do crap. They just call their own. There's no play. It's just they're playing out of their defense and playing with principles. They're playing and making reads on the defense on the fly. It's not any set play. Plays tend to be predictable, but it's about making reads out of those plays. But when we're running out of our defense, we're just playing. And I think those were our better moments tonight. And we had more of those moments where the ball was popping out of the stops on defense, where it get changed side to side, rather than that half court where we kind of got bogged down and we had limited ball and player movement in our half court offense, and that's not good. So look, first game of the season, look like it. We'll be all right, and we'll smooth some things out.
Coach Alex Eshelman with Channel 13 over here, sorry. I'll help Gil out here. He asked about the rings. Would love to hear your thoughts on that as well. And then alluding to Paloma's question, you said a couple of your players' jaws dropped when they saw Tom Brady walk in. Could you reveal who that might have been, or what your favorite reaction was?
Well, Kate Martin, I know, was like a little awestruck. KP, we know, loves Tom. No, it was great. It was great. Kind of had him in the back, so they didn't really know he was coming on to the floor. And what was your other question?
The rings.
Oh, the rings. Yeah, those. They're big and heavy. I hadn't seen them, so it was pretty cool to see them kind of for the first time. Everybody saw them for the first time. They're bigger than last year's. So Mark, he's like, he keeps raising the standard too on himself in ways. So yeah, it was a special moment. We got some things we got to run to celebrate that, and hopefully the new players get to see and feel a taste of that, and it makes them hungrier to have that moment, to get some hardware. So we all got to stay motivated. We all have to stay thirsty, and know that we have a lot of work ahead of us. But it was definitely a special moment tonight, and I guess Kathy got my text on the jacket.